Sunday, March 18, 2012. This is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and this is the engine in my 1991 VW Vanagon. Still in the process of taking it out. Didn't get out here yesterday to work on the van. I was doing work on the Subarus. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the plumbing I put in for the oil pressure gauge on the dash, because I want to temporarily install that on the new engine when I put it in. And then I'm going to drain the rest of the coolant out of the block, and at which point I'll be ready to start unbolting the engine and getting it out of here. Okay, I'm under the van right now. What you see right here is this brass thing here is actually some brass piping that I used for to plumb in the oil pressure gauge sender, which is what you see right here. And it's teed in, and this is the sending unit for the this is the low pressure sending unit for the factory buzzer. So basically, in order to get this out, I've got to remove these parts here, unscrew the brass, and then I have to take off the pushrod tin to get to the rest of it on the engine block. So gonna get to that now, and I also have to take this off because the drain plug to get the rest of the coolant out is underneath the pushrod cover, and actually also on the other side. So gonna get to that, and then probably gonna drain the oil out of the engine, see if any funny looking metal or shavings come out with that too. Just wanted to show you this here. This is the driver's side cylinder head. Underneath it there, right between the pushrod tubes, that is a drain hole for coolant. I just took out the drain plug there, and a whole bunch more coolant came out of the engine. This is it right here. It's a little alum head bolt. Let's see if I can just tell you what size it is. 6mm. So I got that out without stripping it, and it's also really hard not to mess up the pushrod tube. I mean, not that it really matters. This is more or less, as far as I'm concerned, a junk engine now. I've already drained out the oil. No obvious shavings came out, and I also had to take off the oil filter to get the pushrod tin off, but because it was still dripping, I just screwed the oil filter back on. So when I get the new engine mounted up, I'm going to try to take off the pushrod tins, because I'm sure they have not been off, and try to drain out whatever residual coolant is in that engine from the cylinder heads. So one more thing worth mentioning, it's really hard to see, but right up in here, that's where the oil pressure, the low pressure oil pressure sender screws into, right in there. And I actually had a couple of brass lines coming off that, and you saw that it was teed into the sender, and also a sending unit for the actual oil pressure gauge. And I wanted to take all that off in case I wanted to mount that on the new engine. Also, because I'm going to want to use the brand new sensor itself on the new engine, because the oil pressure senders on this engine have maybe 200 miles worth of use on them. They're still brand new. I know they're good, so just want to transfer them to the new engine. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching.